evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Trubisky. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw over the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
Second and 10. Open here, Adam Thielen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Bravo!
Check 52 is the line. Check 52.
To throw again, Lawrence. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Dancing to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Here we go. 50, plant. Hey, box truck, box truck.
Hey, Four down. Mike 52. Watch the run. Mike 52.
On 3rd and 2, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
It's going to be a long day. Back two, Mike 5-2.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
52. And it's getting it home. No, check that. Go.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. As an athlete going a long way. Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the... The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Yannick Ngakoue has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They got out 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do they do? Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move.
But the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
This is fielded inside the 5. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of 1st downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Miami touch. A big play there. 99 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This fielded at the 2. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 23-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get in the white room. Get in the white room.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
52's the mic right over there, right? 52's the mic. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 52's the mic.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Smooth down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Where's 52? Watch 52.
And now.
From the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. They're on 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check safety, check safety. Check.
Check 3. 218, chop.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike 5'9", Mike.
From the 38, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Off-play action, Lawrence. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Ready?
55. Check 55, Mike.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins. Fight.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
I got you, boy.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
90, Wolf.
First down, Titans.
Move.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. All day, baby, all day, all day, baby, all day.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Quick dad.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Down. 15, line up. 15 line.
Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby.
Ready, go. Get it.
On 2nd down now, it's Boyd. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here we go.
At their own 18-yard line.
First down might the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Jump.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
56. Now watch run. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 13 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 52. Squeeze, double. 52.
Go. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, It's been pretty sensational.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
After the interception, here's Trubisky going up top. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for the Dolphins. 51 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Trubisky to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll try the jet sweep here, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Here we go.
61, matchbox light. Hey, Alpha.
Check that. We're on light 52 right now.
5.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Trubisky to throw. He's got the first. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Damian Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Let's go. Do it.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the double.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 77 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them 1 closer. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check, check.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
180. Red, top.
It's going to be a long day.
Protein spill.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. His pass caught at the 4. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds, shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Now Trubisky. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Push him back.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
They go play action. Trubisky. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, Mike 52.
On first down, Dobbins. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 6-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Hey, exit.
From the gun, Lawrence. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Begin. Rush in.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
The 29-yard line.
I got you, boy. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check 59, Mike.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Motion. 59, Mike. Check. 59.
Now it's Trubisky. Now look at this. They get the turn needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
Let's go.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Bravo.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this will be caught at the 30. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Trubisky, and he fends him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
What's tight? Tight is what?
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
52, 52.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, high 7.
52, Mike 52. Here we go.
Get up. 5.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Kill. 80 weapon. Five.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. You got double up. 52's the mic. Mike 52, Mike 52. Set the tone, defense.
Clear.
Set the tone, defense.
From the gun, Lawrence. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Go, go.
52. Watch 52. 52's the line. Go.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 30 base. Hey, Delta.
55.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Watch the twins.
Throwing now is Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Trubisky to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now it's Trubisky. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Lets it fly for, and this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Thielen with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zerline good with a PAT. They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Dolphins 37.